local weather authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Good evening. It sure is a pretty nice, pretty clear night here in Midland. Right now looking at some fairly cloudy skies, but winds are a little calmer than they were this afternoon. Tower Cam steady as a rock right now. And it's a very nice look at the skyline. Thanks to the West Texas State Bank Sky Tracker, we do have a good look at those conditions outside. Now, we've also got a couple of thunderstorms developing right now in southeast New Mexico. Still tracking off to the north and east. This little guy booking it. About 35 miles per hour is how fast that storm's going. That's extremely fast for a storm. They usually go about 15, maybe 20 miles per hour. This one doubling that. Now, this is more of an average thunderstorm, tracking generally east-northeast right now, getting ready to move across Highway 180. It's still producing hail, but it is no longer a severe thunderstorm. We're not looking at any severe thunderstorm warnings right now for southeast New Mexico, though this one is still producing hail, so definitely watch out for that. Be careful if you're driving along 180 or if you have plans to do so later on this evening in Eddy or Lee counties. And we've also got a little bit of rainfall developing in parts of the northern Trans-Pecos. You can see just around Pecos, a little bit of that rain beginning to develop. South of I-10, however, things are much, much calmer. Still cloudy, but other than that, not really a whole lot of activity. And all these thunderstorms are lining up pretty well with what the Storm Prediction Center has issued. This marginal risk outlined in green, showing where that likelihood for severe thunderstorms exists for the rest of the evening. Now, here in Odessa, Midland, we should stay dry. I don't expect any thunderstorms to develop or anything like that, but it is going to be pretty muggy. So get ready for that. If you have plans outdoors this evening, it is going to feel very humid, feel a little bit cooler than the 70s we've got as far as temperatures go, just because of that 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze and all that excess humidity. Now, we've also got a lot of moisture in the air. That's why it's so humid outside, and that is going to turn into some rain chances, especially by the early morning hours in the Trans-Pecos. This model not matching up perfectly with what we see on satellite and radar. It's running a little bit light in terms of that rainfall potential, and it's also not really running perfectly with the placement, at least as far as I expect for tomorrow morning. Now, we will get tons of moisture to rush in by the time we get to around 7 a.m. That could lead us to a couple of showers by the time we see 7 a.m. roll around. Once that sun comes up, though, most of those showers will begin to work their way out. And by 12 noon, looking at a lot of clear skies across the basin. But we also have a wave of energy that'll be coming in from the west, pushing through the basin. So around 2, 3 p.m., I do expect a couple of isolated thunderstorms to begin to develop. First, right around Fort Stockton, and then spreading into the basin. By 4 p.m., we should be looking at a much more active picture than what this model is depicting, but this is the one that's running the closest as far as what I expect to see. And once we get to around 6 p.m., a couple more isolated thunderstorms developing in the southeastern basin, continuing to track off to the north and east, intensifying as they do so. But once we hit the late evening hours, the early morning hours on Saturday, right around midnight, that's when that wave of energy is really going to take off, initiating some thunderstorms, possibly even as far west as Ector County. Now, Odessa, Midland, we are in the target range for some of this very strong weather. Notice as it tracks off to the east, it does actually organize into a very strong line of storms that'll sweep through central and eastern Texas. Now, we're looking at a potential for some more severe weather for Friday night. And we've already seen a couple of severe thunderstorms for tonight. So those chances really just picking up. Now, as we get there, Friday night into Saturday morning, could be looking at more hail-producing storms, damaging winds, even tornadoes are possible. We've got that marginal risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center tonight, but tomorrow, notice where that bullseye is, right on the eastern edge of the basin. Now, again, that's an enhanced risk outlined in orange, very high up on the severe weather risk scale, and it means we could be looking at hailstorms, we could be looking at damaging winds, even tornadoes are possible within that enhanced risk zone outlined in that orange color, affecting both Ector and Midland counties. Now, I'd give us a 70% chance to see some of those thunderstorms developing overhead here in Ector County, and a 20% chance for that to spill over into Saturday morning. Most of that's going to move off to the east. Sunday, finally looking clear, so that's good news. Unfortunately, Monday, 60% chance for more thunderstorms. It's not looking severe at this point, but that could change, and actually, it kind of looks like it might. So plan on severe weather Monday afternoon just to be on the safe side.
All right, Chase, so Midland, Odessa, clear tonight, but
clear
tomorrow,
tonight.
Different story.
That's right. Yes, keep it here to Big 2 News, and I'll keep you posted.
Get your rest tonight, Chase, because it sounds like you're going to need it for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chase, thank you.